Alright, good morning everyone. So today our topic is on factoring. Please be aware that I know that we already started working on factoring. However, I do want to cover all the factoring in this video. I know that some people were absent on different days, and I also know that some people didn't get it the first, second time. So I want us to go over it. So first thing first, you need to make sure that you get your notebook. You need to get a pencil. You need to get a blue or black pen because we are taking notes because there will be new notes in here. Even though you have factored in before, we're going to do perfect square trinomials today. I need you to also get either color pencils, crayons, or different color pens so that you're able to use it to help you with understanding the material. So the first thing for factoring, I'm going to bring back some numbers that you guys did before, 6 and 18. Now, I'm going to just go over it again because, again, I know we did it already. So, you know that the factors of 6 are 1, 2, 3, and 6. We also know the factors of 18 is 1, 2, 3, 6. I need a new pencil. Alright. 9 and 18. So out of these numbers, we see that the first 4 are the same. We don't count the ones because 1 divided by anything is the same, so it doesn't make a difference if you use 1 or not. So 1 is not a number that you want to be using for factoring. So now, between 2, 3, and 6, for each of them, which one is the biggest number? 6. So that means 6 is the greatest common factor, the GCF. So we talked about what happens if you have a binomial like 6 plus 18x or something like that. So in this problem we have 6, in this problem we have 18x. Now I know there's an x here and there's no x's here. Here, excuse me, here I have 6 and 18. I already know the GCF for those numbers is 6 because we talked about it before. So I'm going to put 6 above them. But I need to know what multiplies to 6 to give me that number. So 6 times 1 gives me that number. And then 6 times 3 gives me 18. So that means that 6 times 1 is this term. And then 6 times 3 times x is this term. Now if I have to pull out the GCF, the only thing that we have in common is 6. So I'm going to pull out 6, put it outside of a parentheses. Everything that is not circle is what's going to be left back inside. So in the first term, I'm just going to have 1. And then in the second term, I have 3x. Now, in order for me to see if I got the correct problem answer, I need to redistribute. So if I do distribution and I do 6 times 1, I get 6. And if I do 6 times 3x, I get 18x. So my check is correct. Now we also look at what happened if we add some variables in there in each of them. So let's see, and I'm going to do a big one. Let's say you have 3 b g to the second power r plus 9 b to the second power r and then y to the third power. Okay, so that's the problem we are looking at. So what I first need to do, I need to write on top what I have. So I have 3 as my number here, and I have 9 as my number here. 3 and 9 has a number that goes into each other. They have a GCF, and that is 3. So here, I just want to do it on the sign. So 3 gives me 1 times 3, and then 9 gives me 1, 3, and 9 as a factor. So seeing that the biggest number that they have is 3, then That's the number I'm going to use. So I know 3 times 1 gives me 3. And then I have times b because I have 1b. Remember, anything that doesn't have an exponent, we always put the exponent in as 1. So we have 1b times 2g, so g times g times 1r. Here I have 9, and I know what gives me 9 that has 3 in there is 3 times 3. So I have 3 times 3 times 2 b's, b times b, times 1r, times 3y. So y. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to color code them. So I chose letters that has colors to make it easier for me. So everywhere I have a B, I'm going to put blue. Everywhere I have a G, I'm going to put green. Everywhere I have an R, I'm going to put red. And everywhere I have a Y, I'm going to put yellow. And I'm only doing this so you can visually see what you're doing. If you are a visual learner or you've learned better like this, please make sure you do it. So here I have the same number 3. Even though this has 2 3s, this one only has 1 3, so I can only take out 1 3. So 3's on the outside. Now let's look at the colors. So here I have blue, green, and red. Here I have blue, red, and yellow. So that means that the colors that they both do not have is gonna be left out. So since there are no greens over here, greens will not be taken out. So G's stay there. And since there's yellows only here, the Y's stayed there. But they both have blue and they both have red. So how many blues can I take out? How many B's can I take out? So if I circle 1 here and I circle 1 here, I can take out 1 B. But there's no more B's to take out here. So even though there's another one here, I can only take out 1 from here. So they both have to be even, so I can only take out 1 B. Now, they both have R's. So if I circle this R and I circle this R, I take out an R. And so there's no more R's, that's all I can take out. So when I look at what's left back, everything that's not circled, I just write it back. So I need to circle my 3's because I didn't do that. Alright, so everything that's not circled. So here I have a 1, but because there's other variables here, I don't need to write the 1. So I have G and I have 2 G's, so that's G to the 2nd power. Then I have here on this term a 3 left back because it's not circled. I have a B left back because it's not circled. And then I have 1, 2, 3 Y. So Y to the 3rd power. And I'll bring my parentheses a little closer. I thought it was going to be more. Okay? And that's the answer. Now, how would you know if you were correct? So I'm going to rewrite the problem below. And in fact, I'll write in pen that way you could see the differentiation between what was done. Alright, so when I distribute this here, I am going to get 3 times 1, which is 3. And then all of the variables, unless the variable is the same in the problem, then I just leave it as is. So I know I have to put it in alphabetical order. So I have B. And then G comes next, so G to the 2nd power, and then R is last. So again, I just multiply 3 times this imaginary 1 that we didn't write, and then because none of the variables are the same, I don't have to worry about the product rule, so I just write them in alphabetical order and put them right there. Now for the second one, I don't have a 1 here, I have a 3, so I have to multiply 3 times 3, which is 9, so I have positive 9. Then here I have a B outside and a B inside. So I have to remember that on this B there's a 1, and on this B I also have a 1 as the exponent. So the product rule says that I keep the base and then I add the exponent. So 1 plus 1 is 2. So B to the 2nd power. And then I just make sure everything is in alphabetical order because there's no R's here, nor is there any Y's outside. So R and then Y to the 3rd power. So as you can see, the problem that we started with is what we ended with. Alright, so what you are going to do now is you are going to do our problem on your own. And don't worry, I have the book and I made sure I had the book so you don't have to worry about you less work for you. So I'm just flipping the page until I get what I am looking for, which I cannot find. It's okay. I'll get it. Alright. So these are the 3 problems that I want you to do. Numbers 37, 38, and 39. So I want you to pause the video and I want you to work on these for about 5 minutes.